Hello, what's up, everybody? We are live again, back live after a long time. जी हाँ दोस्तों, live after a long time. World Cup निकल गया. I hope everybody was fine. Here, थोड़ा सा problematic था, so couldn't come much live, but I was on another platform, as you already know. तो करते हैं बात about Newcastle. Season is here. Premier League is about in a month. 23. We would be playing at St James Park against Liverpool. तो आज का जो टॉपिक रहेगा ब्रूनो गिमारिश एज यू नो ब्रूनो टू आर्सेनल इज अ बजिंग एंड आल्सो अलाजी बम्बा टू न्यूकासल आज हमारा गेम भी था वी ड्रॉ टू गेट्स इट मैं उठा देख नहीं पाया था बट स्टेयर के जो देखे थे ऑप्शंस दे वर लाइक I heard about him like in the group I was and they said he looks good so I would try to watch if I can but if anybody can tell like if my voice is clear enough and I will try to get connected to the guest as well, the fellow Newcastle supporters. Let's see how it goes. Okay, here you go. Just let me put it here. Okay, just a moment. Oh no, this is good. This is good. Okay, yeah. Okay, just I'm trying to find if my voice is clear enough or not. My voice is good enough. So Newcastle United. Okay, Newcastle United futures in dilemma because Hamare Kaptan, our captain Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal is buzzing around. So let's see because Aj Eddie Howe ne bola hai, I had a talk with him before the World Cup and after the World Cup. I don't know what to say. Agar 85 to I don't know 80 to 85 million pounds ki agar bid lagti hai, I think he will be leaving. But according to reports, is Bruno really living? Yes, I think he might be living because he's ambitious. And as of now, we cannot deliver anything to him. Bruno Guimaraes already have told Newcastle that he wants to join Arsenal after this summer's World Cup. And Sky Sports ने confirm भी किया है. Newcastle but last 1 or 2 days, maybe especially today, I just saw in the news, Sheridan Group, that it's getting more complicated and Vinicius Junior to Arsenal is that news is picking up. So let's see क्या होता है. But Newcastle, but the good thing is Bruno Guimaraes ने खुद ने he have told that he will not act like not exactly the words, but Isaac की तरह नहीं, he will only leave if the right amount of money is received would be received to Newcastle United. No release clause for Bruno Guimaraes because उनका 100 million pounds का release expired back in 2024 and the year we won the cup. So it would be a straight negotiation. There's no and no kind of release clause yet. Chelsea के rumors थे, but Chelsea just paid Morgan Rogers 117 million pounds. I don't know how much, but still Xavi is building a good project over there. I don't know because Arsenal की एक चीज आप देखोगे, what Arsenal do is they don't try to pay for any players like if they are desperate. Chiranjeevi Bhai, first of all, welcome. We'll take your questions. Just let me finish this last thing. So what Arsenal is doing, Arsenal like target high price. Maybe they try to up the price, but they just don't go like for the same for Morgan Rogers. So they were interested at 70 million pounds or something, 70 or 75 million pounds. Uske baad Chelsea ne bid dala and then the Aston Villa revisited Arsenal that agar aapko bid match karni hai or you want to go, Arsenal said no. So same shayad Bruno Guimaraes ke liye bhi ho, they will go at a certain extent, but 50 million pound was a shame. It was a shame. 50 million pounds for Bruno Guimaraes is utter nonsense. So let's see kya hota hai. But 80-85 million pounds to Bruno to Arsenal would be kind of a done deal. But we have some questions before we stop. Let's address, and please like the stream, subscribe the channel if you have not, and if you are here, just ask the question whatever you want. So Chiranjeevi Bhai is asking, by your thoughts on Newcastle selling all the core players. Your core team is now gone. Tonali, Gordon, Isaac, Bruno G. Bruno G is still there as of now. He is our squad player. Yesterday, until now, he's a squad player. But let's see how long we can hold of him. So let's see. But no disrespect to top six club, but this cartel is trying to destroy the project. But हम खुद भी responsible है, जैसे चिरंजीवी भाई ने कहा, Eddie Howe have no pull because pull bring इस अभी तक Aston Villa is getting more pull because they have a Champions League, but they have a project manager, they have Unai Emery, which brings more pull. Like, but I'm happy that we are going outside the Premier League. We are bringing the kids, young kids, and good prospects. And we are not overpaying. We have some certain value set. हम वहीं तक जाते हैं. Especially that Manzambi deal was almost looking like a done deal. नहीं हो पाया. At the end, he wants Aston Villa. So for me personally, or most of the Newcastle fans also don't like जो players club के लिए नहीं खेलना चाहते and using Newcastle as what do you say, club to raise their values. So it's good. So he's saying go on Tonali, Gordon, Isaac, Bruno G is still there. I'm telling you, time till Eddie Howe is not sacked, it's going to stop leaving. Probably is, because if the project is not fruitful or not looking lucrative, why players will join? 100%. Lewis Hall is linked with both United and Chelsea, as both need left back. Your team will be wide open. Lewis Hall आए थे, but we should go for more options as well. There are many options. I know Lewis Hall was one of the best player. Bruno Guimarães was the best player we had last season. After that, I think Lewis Hall was the best player for me. मेरे लिए सबसे बेहतरीन player वही थे. Let's see क्या होता है. But United will not get him cheaper. United is doing law balling. The dangerous sign for Manchester United is what I see, Chiranjeevi bhai. You are signing player, maybe smart signing, time will tell. But आप signings कर नहीं पा रहे हो, and last year फिर आप पैनिंग मोड में अगर आप ओवर प्रे करके साइन, then you have a Champions League. You don't play one game a week and you have to build a bench. As a Manchester United fans, if सब कोई भी देख रहे हैं, it is a dangerous thing. अगर आप बिना bench के जाओगे, you will either lack in the league. The way we suffered, we don't have a quality backups. Okay, let's see. Hello, Crickwall bhai. Crickwall, what's up, Crickwall bhai? Kanish bhai, how are you? Very good, very good. आप बताएं कैसे हैं? Long time no see. Constant UCL football, the only way to keep players like what Aston Villa is doing last 4 seasons, worst finishes them is 6th. Yes, Aston Villa, I think should be in top 6. Top 6 में Spurs में ठीक है आपकी legacy, and Manchester United and Spurs doesn't belong. If you look at that way, these both clubs doesn't belong in top 6. They are, even Newcastle is more consistent in last 4-5 seasons than Manchester United. I'm not saying it's a fan. Look, it's a fact. Since Bruno Guimarães joined Newcastle, or since the takeover, this is the first time you guys finished above us. पहली बार Manchester United have finished above Newcastle United. This time is the first time. At last, आपकी Spain ही World Cup जीती, but I'm not happy at all. France and Argentina or England should have won it, but not Spain. This is what it is, man. Crickwall bhai. Because Spain was the best team on the field and the best team always wins. So this is how it is. मेरी एक team more भी थी. I would have liked Germany to go ahead, but at least one of my teams won. Moneyball is all our data team signings. We have hired Sensoni, who was performance enhancement at Mercedes AMG in F1. Got it. 100% got it. But तो यही बोला ना, that was the first season so let's say still we are 50-50. Yeah, we finished 4th, you finished 3rd. 100%. Yes, I agree to it. But still we finished above you. We won the cup. You defeated us in the cup as well. I think FA Cup में हम जा रहे थे. And so yeah, this is what it is. So you're not consistent at all like us. But आपको signings करने पड़ेंगे. You don't have signings as of now. I hate Spain player Rodri, Pedri, Kubai. I hate all of them. Kukura, I hate them most. Why you hate it? But Rodri didn't do anything. Pedri is good. Kubar is fine. Although I don't like Barcelona, you hate me for that. But Pedri Kubar plays for those teams. But Spain is an incredible team, man. Kuch bhi, matlab, it's next 3-4 years they should win more trophy. Like maybe they should win Euro again. So they should वो सेम चीज करे जो 2010 या 8 के बैच ने की थी यूरो वर्ल्ड कप यूरो दे शुड capitalize on this generation. 6 लोग देख रहे हैं, please make minimum 10 like is the target and 8 people watching now. 8 लोग कम से कम 10 like is the target and subscribe more if you have Kuku Reya. By the way, he plays for which club? La Liga. अभी Chelsea से वो गए हैं to Real Madrid and Real Madrid is bringing some insane player and so Gordon is now looking like a steal after World Cup. It would have been easily. It's a time, man. Tonali we sold for 100. Only time will tell if it was a steal for Spurs or because Spurs will not recover 100 million in future for him. That's 100% because he's at the peak. He is at the peak of contract. Maybe would you think Spurs if he excels in the Spurs? अगर बहुत जबरदस्त करेंगे, why will Spurs sell him? If Spurs will sell him, that means something is going wrong. But they will not get 100 million pounds for him. So let's see. So Bruno की situation ऐसी है and so this as of now Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal is only option looking like. But the new faces we brought. लोगों ने player जाने की बात करी. But nobody know. Maybe a lot of people, only Newcastle United players on fans might know it, but other neutral fan probably doesn't know about it. We have brought Bazumana Toure, who plays for Hoffenheim. I think I forget the stat. एक उनका stat था in Bundesliga. He was in top 2 or top 3 for the dribble across or something. And he had almost 12 assists last season. He's 20 years old. Yeah, he plays for Ivory Coast. Is World Cup squad में थे Bazumana Toure. Very young, very young. The best thing is he have a pace. और वो क्या है, ball cut करके on the half turn he can dribble around the place. That's it. So I saw some clip of him. So player to watch out, Bazumana Toure. He can play on left. He probably can play on right as well. But let's see. Harvey Barnes अगर left खेलते right कौन खेलेंगे because Elanga का World Cup बहुत अच्छा गया. So Elanga, I have a finger crossed. I think he can fit in better preseason and let's see it's second season for him. And Sean Steer, we just signed Sean Steer out of nowhere and सबको लगा he would be sent on loan. No, today he was looking solid although मैंने game नहीं देखा है. मैंने अभी देखा है मतलब उनको देखा नहीं है. I would see his clips from today's game. He's looking like very very good. He comes one of the best academies in the world. Ajax से आते हैं Sean Steer and 23 million pounds. I think 4 million pounds a year की deal है on amortization. And so yeah, Evan Juan number backup goalkeeper, very young, came from Stade de Reims. अभी number 1 still we are looking at Suzuki की Japanese goalkeeper की बातचीत चल रही थी. Let's see what we get. And in this slide we don't have the name, but we have one more signing. Alaji Bamba from Monaco. I think एक stat पढ़ा था मैंने. He's more of a defensive guy, final third product. He's not a finished product at all. But Sean Steer, Alaji Bamba, and Louis Miley. These are 3 kids. Last Alaji Bamba was playing in Champions League. He have featured in Champions League match. Sean Steer have featured in Champions League match. Although Ajax ka season acha nahi tha, and Ajax ke player are not that, is one of the best academies in the world. And Bazumana Toure was in a World Cup squad. So we are getting a young squad, but we need some, what do you say? हमें experienced player की भी जरूरत है. But let me take some questions before this. They are winning the everything. Kanishk by Rodri had just completed football. 100% crick wall by 100%. किसी ने सोचा नहीं है. Not a lot of people talking about it. No 100 million player will return the value of its club by it for instant impact. थोड़ा अपकमिंग फुटबॉल गेम्स का स्केड्यूल बता दो. क्लब गेम्स का इंटरनेशनल प्लीज मेंशन द गेम्स टू वॉच आउट. ओके, प्रीमियर लीग का तो न्यूकासल का गेम पहला गेम ही गेम टू वॉच आउट होगा क्योंकि वो न्यूकासल वर्सेस लिवरपूल है और न्यूकासल के होम ग्राउंड पे सेंट जेम्स पार्क पे, और उस गेम की सबसे बड़ी हाईलाइट होगी इसाक वुड बी प्लेइंग दैट गेम बिकॉज ही इज फिट एज ऑफ नाउ, एंड हमारे वो क्योंकि हमारे प्लेयर थे, एक्स प्लेयर थे, इज एक्स न्यूकासल प्लेयर, तो अलेक्जेंडर इसाक विल गेट अ ग्रेट अमाउंट ऑफ लव, मींस ही वुड बी बोर्ड बिग टाइम, तो वो गेम देखने लायक होगा, एंड इट्स ऑलवेज अ गुड गेम अगेंस्ट लिवरपूल। अभी मैं आपको थोड़ा सा बताता, बट फर्स्ट इनिशियल फिक्सचर्स अच्छे होंगे, बट द प्रीमियर लीग का दैट वुड बी अ गुड गेम, मतलब पहले वीक का सेकंड डे पे गेम होगा। ला लीगा आई थिंक 16 अगस्त को स्टार्ट हो रही है, बाकी सब लीग 22 अगस्त से स्टार्ट हो रही है क्रिक बॉल भाई, तो आप स्केड्यूल देख सकते हैं, बाकी मैं जब करूंगा ये स्ट्रीम कंक्लूड आई विल शो यू द स्केड्यूल एज वेल। सो आप इंटैक्ट रहे, 10 लोग देख रहे हैं, थैंक यू सो मच, 7 ही लाइक है, प्लीज एटलीस्ट मेक इट 7, so make it 10 likes at least, and please subscribe to the channel if I'm not, and one more thing, 10 लोग देख रहे हैं, I would be making a league for FPL, अगर कोई FPL खेलता है I would making a league, and the winner will get the original jersey, and second and third I will see what I can give a merchandise, and but top 3 will get the prize. So as if you're watching, there's nothing cost to it, it's a fun FPL, आप join कर सकते हैं, and I will create a league and share the code, and the winner will get the original jersey. Okay, so meanwhile, I take your questions. I think we have a guest. We will have a guest, and we can talk about it. Toure is more of a wingback than a winger. I have seen him play, but he's more of a winger. He will play in a winger role. And just I will take some question, and Rachit Bhai is here. Rachit Bhai, I will take you just in. Let me address the questions. Okay. Alaji Bamba is a Tonali replacement, kind of. हाँ, सबसे बड़ी बात अलाजी बाम्बा को नंबर दिया गया है नंबर 8 of Tonali. I hope he becomes a Tonali replacement, but I saw the clips. He's defensively solid, man. He's tall. He's tall. And if you want Guimaraes, Bamba partner in Monaco, Lamine Camara, you should go for him. Lamine Camara was linked to Newcastle. I think हमने खुद ने ही मतलब we have left the race pursuit for him. How was the World Cup watching experience? It was great. It was great. Chiranji bye. Thank you so much. And the Newcastle games watch along करेंगे Kanish bhai. Let's cheer together for Newcastle. Yes, we would be doing. And on note of this, let's welcome our guest.
Hello. Am I audible, guys? Sorry, I haven't checked the mic yet. Is it clear, Kanish?
Yeah, it's very, very, very clear. How are you, Rachit bhai? क्या हाल है आपके?
Been a long time, bro. I think the whole World Cup. Of course, I am a bit occupied with work, but then I guess I somehow didn't get match the timings. India के timings थोड़े off थे, तो body clock को बहुत ज़्यादा घुमाना पड़ रहा था, and that made it difficult. But I'm happy. I'm happy that Messi did not win.
Yeah, but आप किसको support कर रहे थे? England or you was just neutral?
England, of course, England. I think colonization effects are still there, and somehow that is still keeping us tied to them. But it was England. Eventually, it was. I think the way the World Cup panned out, and the way Argentina was playing, I think it was anybody but Argentina. So I was feeling bad that Argentina went to the final, but then the way they were defeated by Spain, I think that was the best thing that
was justice. That was justice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry, no hate to anybody, first of all, agar Argentina supporters हैं, but they should not win the way they were playing last game. Like what Paredes did and the last World Cup semi-final, that was like...
Actually, that has been the nature. I don't know if you know the Beckham and Diego Simeone issue that happened. Argentina's always played rough and always played. Yeah. The game has never been fair. And somehow, I think during the World Cup, now again, no hate towards Messi fans, but then I don't really like when people treat Messi as a god of football, where he's absolutely not. The way he behaves, the way he acts, the way he carries himself is just a random player. Of course, skill-wise, he's definitely better than most of them in the trade or in the game. But then again, as a human, there is, let's say, for example, we come from a cricket-playing nation. So
yeah,
the reason why, let's say, Sachin Tendulkar is revered as a god of cricket, that is because he's carried himself that way as well.
Also, off-pitch performances.
Exactly. So it is not just your game; it is everything that is part of your personality as well. And Messi's never been that guy. Was your last issue? I think during the final, you might have seen was जो कुकुरेया वाला issue था. He was
Yeah.
just trying to communicate, and उसने तो मुंह cover भी नहीं किया था. He was barely he touched it here and he moved it out.
Yeah.
And then that also became a big fuss because Messi thought that this is the advantage that I can take. So I'm glad that that is done. I don't know. Messi did not announce international retirement yet, right?
No. He didn't. So
Well, he should lose a few matches more than maybe he does.
crick ball by ye zarur we will doing it. So Rachit bhai, first of all, I think it's not new to you. Maybe little surprise. How you see this summer? Kaisa lag raha hai? Feeling better than last year?
Well, it is good and bad both. Number one, अच्छी बात ये है कि अच्छा अच्छी बात से पहले let's do बुरी बातें.
Yeah.
we've lost quite a few players. We've lost
Yeah.
quite a few quality players. Anthony Gordon, we knew. I think जो last time भी हमारा discussion था, we knew Anthony Gordon was going. We
Yeah.
knew Tonali may go. And
Yeah.
the good thing that has happened with those two deals is that we've at least got decent money.
In the good money
So-
and good time, we got the good time and we were prepared. Like they were smooth. It should be like this.
Exactly. It happened fast. It happened early in the window, and that is why
Rachid.
possibly we still have the time.
We have one more guest.
Very
John
good,
is
very
here.
good.
Hello, what's up?
Hi guys. Hi
Hi.
guys.
Finally, faces to
Good
names. I think
activity.
faces to names in the group.
Yeah, right.
How are you? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to the stream first of all. And best of luck for the stream. I think it's your first stream with us, or is it your first stream in ever, John, brother?
See, the thing is, I would like to start off the fact that I've got ignored in some my local language channels. I speak
Okay.
Malayalam, so
Oh wow.
so in my circle, it's kind of like I'm the only guy who's a Newcastle fan around. Very few people.
Well,
who follow
everybody,
the
I
club.
think, John, one thing I'll tell you, for everybody who's been following the club for, let's say, 15, 20 years, वो अपने area में they used to be the only Newcastle supporter. There's never been anyone else besides us. And I think मेरे ख्याल से जब we met on the WhatsApp group, that is when you find out that there are so many other people as well in India. Otherwise, हम सबको यही लगा कि we are the only one,
There are so many like-minded people out there. So
right?
it's just like what Rajat said. It's so good to put faces to names.
Exactly.
And the thing is, I've been to maybe 2 or 3 streams right now. Everyone says the same thing. Hey, you should start your own. You should start your own stream and all those things. I keep saying that it's not my cup of tea. I can go participate. I can talk, but love it that somebody has started this. I would really like to help. I would really like to contribute. We should really, we should really make this grow.
John, this is what
100%.
this is what me and Ganesh, every time that we've connected, I think this is third or fourth time that we've been together on a stream, and every time that we've connected, we've said the same thing. Let's say a year and a half back, I had all the intentions to start this, but again, because of work, because of everything else happening in the life, it becomes difficult. And I think somehow it is a good thing that Kanishk has this dedication that he's taking it up and he's doing it every day.
Yeah, man.
We don't have that dedication. We can always jump in on a stream and help him out.
Yeah,
but then
exactly. Yeah.
Although
This
I
is-
think
this is
since a
dedication.
month and a half, I have a bit upside down in my life here as well, like because I was moving in different cities. So
Oh, wow.
I was not regular. I think it's after a month I did a stream. So I was trying my best, but yeah, because the timings are not the same for you. It's almost a night. For me, it's an afternoon. So yeah, but let's see. I try my best, and because this is why I started a channel first of all. So I feel because you guys are watching from long time. I'm very new, one of the newest fan, maybe 4 years. So last year I wanted to see somebody from India to put their voice out, and I found no one. Then I thought, why not myself? And then I put some clips, and I got some positive response. And then I slowed bit by bit, and I got confidence. And I was a very camera shy person, very camera shy. And now I feel good to be on back. Like I feel something missing in my life if I don't do stream about Newcastle, or I don't stream or make something on it, because I feel everybody's putting their voice out, but not us. And we are not people think we are a small club, but we are not a small club. We are we are a big thing, but it's a sleeping giant.
Danish, the thing is, uh, I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I've been following the club for almost 25 years. The kind of stuff that we have, or
25,
the kind of,
25 you said, John?
yeah,
Sorry. Yeah,
yeah.
so same year, 99 I started, so around the same time.
I started in 2002, I guess. Yeah, that,
Yeah, almost.
2002. That's when I started. So the kind of stories that I have to say, the kind of experiences that we went through, the first relegation, the second relegation, the Mike Ashley era, and the most surprising, or how you kind of capture people's imagination, is when I tell them that the day I started following this club, we were not relegation fodder. We were fighting for Champions League. We were fighting for the title. We were semi-finalists of the Europa Cup, or let's
Yeah.
say the UEFA Cup. I keep telling them, I've gone on streams and told that the only reason Drogba played for Chelsea is because he absolutely smashed us in a Europa League semi-final. I keep telling everybody that that match was Drogba's audition. And when people hear this, now they're like shell shocked. Wow, Newcastle was that good. I mean, nobody. I mean, memory is so short. People don't realize where this club was, what the potential of this club was.
John,
We should
whereabouts in
bring
Kerala are you
everything.
from, John?
I'm from Kochi.
Kochi. Okay. So, luckily, at least you had people who could call Newcastle as Newcastle. I am from Maharashtra, and people around me, nobody besides me knew Newcastle. And initially, I had to tell people that this is Newcastle and not Newcastle, because that is how they were calling the name of the club. So, the ignorance was that bad around me. You at least had people calling it Newcastle United. So, that was an advantage that at least you had.
I have to say the club was not. I would definitely say the club was not a stranger to the people in my circle, but nobody had the guts to follow it.
Right. We were around top six consistently, at least until
Yes.
2005, and then it
That's
went.
what I keep telling everybody. Until Mike Ashley took over, we were consistently finishing top seven.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that
just
was that and that was from 90s, I guess, like when we were challenging for titles to
yeah,
I think.
there were a couple of seasons under Gullit and maybe Kenny Dalglish when we finished second half of the season, second half of
Yes.
the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
Other than that, we were quite okay. I mean, I can't say that we were relegation fodder or anything. We're a decent club. And I keep telling people that you have to please accept, or you have to understand what the lofty expectations of Newcastle were when we actually had the damn balls to sack Sir Bobby Robson when we finished fifth and couldn't qualify for Champions League. That's the ambition we had during one phase of time. From there, we fell so far down the ladder, man.
And then we got Graham
Yes.
Souness.
Oh, fuck. Rizit, do you remember when Sir Bobby was sacked? There was actually discussions of Steve Bruce going to take over the club. I was like, what the fuck, man?
for a
So
very short time,
bad.
but then that was, I think, he was still at the highs of leaving Man United as a player. So
No,
that
he,
high
he
was
not
still there.
just leaving. Yeah, he had a name as a player, but he
Right.
was doing quite well at Birmingham City as a manager. His stock was at the highest at that point of time. And
Aren't we
even then, I
glad
was
that
like,
it did not happen? But then we are not
oh,
glad that it did happen when it happened. It did.
yeah, yeah. We got the lesser of the evil, but my God, was it evil.
Right.
Okay, so Brother John, we were talking about the stream like today, the doors out and incomings we had, but Will Guimaraes will leave. So as of now, as everybody know, Gordon was gone way before World Cup, and a good price, decent price. With this is what we were just discussing. Sandro Tonali to Hotspurs, very good price. I think that was the best we can get, £100 million. The
Oh,
do you,
absolutely, man. I see. I have to tell you something that all the outgoings that has happened to this club this summer, perfect. I mean, nobody was
yeah,
expecting these guys to stay.
yeah, and smooth.
There's nothing surprising
It,
here.
it was smooth. This is how it should be. First of all, it was smooth,
Exactly.
no panic, and we were given good time, and we received the kind of money what the club wanted. Maybe for Gordon, people are saying, like one of subscribers said, maybe you got robbed, like the way the World Cup you have got like £100 million, but it's other way around. What if he had a bad World Cup?
Oh hell no, man! I would take the money and I would run with it. Money we got was that was
Yeah,
gold,
it was a
man.
steal.
My God,
It was a steal because I
I
think
would
it
run
was
with that
just
money.
right, right.
So Aaron Ramsdale back to Southampton. Trippier left to Wolves as a free agent, and the missed targets: Victor Munoz to Liverpool and Manzambi to Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa, Manzambi to Aston Villa is fine because now it looks like he was trying to use Newcastle as to jump up the price. What everybody's trying to do. So we don't want this kind of players. So,
But
but we have a
Yeah.
new signing, Alaji
I have a
Bamba.
question. Sorry, Ganesh. I have a question here. I don't know if you guys would be able to answer. Johan Manzambi, the agent of that player was the same agent as Eddie
Half of a
Howe,
team.
Louis Hall, and everybody, right?
Tino Livramento, half of a team.
So
Yes.
exactly. So how is that agent trying to jack up the prices against our own team?
That
That is some connection that has to be used there, or maybe there is something that we are missing from that information.
I think we have to cut down those connections. And first of all, I think it's not good when you bring the players just with the connections, because then you are not trying to match the profile according to the team.
Yeah,
Yeah, I per se don't think or I don't consider it as a big loss. See, what we need right now is somebody who's actually committed to the club right now.
Yeah.
We've been burned. We've been burned real bad by that Isaac transfer and the
yeah,
way it
wow.
has impacted our next season. So we need players who are actually committed to the club. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
I have a question.
having yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I have a question after this to both of you, which is a very common question.
Okay, so what I was trying to say here is, uh, I have been observing from the last 18 months about Anthony Gordon that he is kind of picky with regards to when he wants to perform.
Yeah.
He shows that he's not playing for the club or he's not playing for the badge.
John,
He's just
John, I'm
playing for his
so
own
sorry.
performance.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, John. Can you be a bit more louder? I think, Ganesh, are you facing the same thing as well? Because his mic is slightly muffled, I think.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
hear
Like,
him? Can you hear him
yeah.
clearly? Or
Okay,
maybe
I'm using a Bluetooth headset. Maybe that's why.
possibly,
Can you hear me now?
we get onto headphones as well because I'll be able to hear clearly. But okay, continue. So sorry to interrupt, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. So I kind of get the feeling that he always wanted to leave, and the way Eddie had accommodated Anthony Gordon in the team last season, I mean, he threw Voltamada under the bus just so that Gordon got the all the limelight. I mean, there are plenty of times when you get that kind of feeling. I mean, the guy gave only his best performances only in the Champions League. I'm not slating that guy. He's a human being. He needs his chances. He needs to use his opportunities. And if he wants, he's ambitious and he wants to shine, let him do it. I've got absolutely no problems with it. But there was a difference between what Isaac did and what Gordon did. Gordon actually, just for the sake of his performances, I would say that he actually ruined the club and the team, compromised last season. Whereas Isaac gave it his all and he won us a trophy. But the transfer was messed up. But still, when he played for the club, he gave it his all. Gordon was so picky and choosy, man. So I'm really happy that he's gone. I mean,
So
I say that he deserves to go. That's the only word that I use. He deserves to go. And
You,
Tonali, he was always too good for us, man. He wants to go to Spurs. I'm not judging, but the man inside me says that he could have done better. But hey, I'm not judging. He wants to go, let him go. We want people who wants to stay at the club.
So I have a question to both of you guys. So everybody say what went wrong with Newcastle. So everyone starts saying it was the Isak transfer which led to the downfall last year. But how can a one person can ruin this whole squad? Because now which is very common. You will see the images circulating around 2024 squad versus the squad how it might look now. So they had a Tonali, Gordon, Isak, Guimarães, Joelinton. Now we would have only Joelinton and Guimarães probably also living out. Gordon is gone, Tonali is gone, Isak is gone, so many other names. So what do you think? How can only Isak could be responsible for those kind of conversation? Because everybody just put the finger on Isak. So can you put a limelight on this if you have any thoughts on it?
Rachit, you want to start?
I was going to say, John, do you want to start it? Okay, I'll say my understanding is slightly different. I don't think it is one person that determined or destined us to this fate. But at the same time, Isak had a very major contribution to where we are right now because of when it happened and the way it happened. At the same time, the Paul Mitchell saga that happened, that also affected the story. We going through 2 transfer windows or 3 transfer windows, if I'm not wrong, where we did not sign a single player. That also contributed to this. So it is not just Isak that ruined it for us, but the way it happened, that was, let's say, the cherry on the cake. When is the way Isak left, that is where the whole thing started coming down. Because now, as John was saying as well previously, that when Isak played, Isak gave everything. So, as per my understanding, John, he did not. I'll tell you where. After the Carabao Cup, till the time the season ended, Isak barely had any performances. We always had a feeling that he's carrying an injury or he has some issue medically or mentally where that he's not able to perform. Eventually, when the season ended and when this transfer saga started, that is when we found out that it wasn't his injury that he was carrying. It was his. He was already shut down, or he was already checked out of Newcastle. That is what the issue was. Uh, it wasn't just Isak that ruined it for us. It was all the other elements as well. But yes, Isak had a dominant phase because number one, the issue dragged for 1.5 months. It took out most of the transfer window last season, and because of that dragging, and we did not have a technical director of football. Paul Mitchell was gone, I think, already, and because of that, you did not have a vision where we were thinking beyond Isak. We always had a feeling that we are going to, no matter what, we are the richest club in the world. We've got the most financially packed owners. We will be able to block the transfer. We will be able to stop it. I don't know if you guys remember when it was some match that it was first or second match of the season already, and there was news that Jamie Rubin has visited with a consortium
That was the Liverpool match, mate.
the
Liverpool.
Liverpool match. So Jamie Rubin has visited with the consortium to Isak's place to try and convince him, and that did not work out as well. When we are now, this is happening when we are already in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
If this had happened, considering, let's say this happens a month before that, where I think we were in Japan, I think, for a preseason. Let's say it happens there. Isak gets the move immediately. We get Hugo Ekitike. The moment we get Hugo Ekitike, the void that Isak leaves behind gets filled. The moment that happens, then after that we went for Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko did not happen. I think, for right wing we went for Brian Mbuemo. That did not work out. So that
Cunha.
particular transfer window ruined it a lot for us. But at the same time, now we will have to understand this. Every club goes through a transition phase. Every club has a building phase, then it reaches the cap, and then from there we rebuild. So there will be a transition again, and I'm sure for everybody, let's say for a person like John who's seen the club since 2001, 2002. This is nothing bad compared to what we have already seen. So this is still much better to the history that we've been through.
Okay. Brother John, if you want to put limelight, or do you think it's the same stuff for you? Like you think the same?
Uh, See, I would only like to add to it. I don't actually deviate from what Rajit has just said here. However, I do feel that we really, really, really messed up the transfer window. See, it was not just Isaac. I was absolutely mentally defeated by what Pope had to give last season, man.
Yeah.
I am I'm a huge fan of what Nick Pope had always done for the club because he's a different type of goalkeeper. I mean, he's not flashy. He's he's a proper unconventional sweeper keeper. I mean, he looks so clumsy, but he's very good at being a sweeper keeper. Now, what happened is last season, his clumsiness, it was a superficial clumsiness always with Nick Pope. But the clumsiness became a reality last season. I mean, look at the goals we considered, man. Pathetic, pitiful goals. That goal that we considered against Marseille,
Marcel. Uh, I
when Aubameyang rounded him off. And I mean, that just pops to my head because I saw somebody, Joshua from our group shared that clip today morning. It just absolutely popped to my head. I mean, a couple of months back, I was just watching all the goals that we scored and we conceded. And I was shell shocked to realize the quantum of silly goals considered by Nico. His
and
standard is absolutely
and I
good.
think
We
what
should have
happened against Marcel, that was not the one time. It happened 3 or 4 times, and that in Premier League it costed us 9 points from him. He costed us
yeah, it
nine
did.
points, and that
It
nine
did,
points
it
have
did.
brought us to Europa right away.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. So the thing is, I don't. Last season, last season, I did not blame our strike force for where we were. I
Yeah.
always blame the defense. The absolute gaps, the lapses. It was very poor. I mean, towards the end, some of the best players, some of our best defenders were like, fuck it, man, it's not going to work out. It was like that. I mean, do you remember the Palace game, man? We led for so long. The guy puts on Mateta, and how the hell did he win the game for Palace?
Yeah.
I mean, that was crazy. Newcastle of the last 4 years were never like that. It was absolutely crazy that we let go of matches like that. I will never, I mean, we always have to remember the fact that under Eddie Howe, we have never been that outrageous goal scorer. We've always been a good defensive team.
Yeah, that was the main point. Everybody used to say that we have that Shar and Dan Burn as the two giants in the middle. The like we had one of the best defense because Fabian Shar we got, and as you said, Nick Pope used to be look clumsy but used to do the job for the club. So we used to score a decent goals, but you used to concede very less, and that's how we
Exactly.
were winning. And you would see until the Champions League went almost quarter of the season, we were one of the best defensive team even last season until November or December. It was a time when we start playing 3 games a week. That is the time like when we start getting injured. Malik Thiaw, he was looking very decent, one of the best signings we had for the price we bought him. He played 50 matches in five months, I guess.
Bro,
Trippier
he
played.
played. Just out of the top of my head, I think he played 57 or 58 matches for the club last season, man. That's crazy level of involvement in the first
And
team.
yeah, 100%.
Absolutely crazy.
You know what's funny? Trippier played 12 games last season in a month of February or March. I forget. It's in a month, which Manchester United played in 3 months. Whole team played in 3 months. Trippier played in a month.
Crazy, man.
So that was taking a heavy toll on us. So that is what is gone. So can we move
Do
to
you do
next?
you do you do you want to hear what my biggest disappointment of last season was?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, go ahead.
Watching Lewis Miley play at right back. Oh my God. Why are we ruining players, man? Lewis Miley at right back. I was so disappointed seeing that. I mean, I've seen this is after seeing Anthony Ilanga play for us last season. And I'm telling you, my biggest disappointment was watching Lewis Miley play right back. The kid did reasonably well, but that is not where you want to play him, man. That's not where you want to see that kid. He's so much better.
Do you think this season he will get his number at the right place? Because I have a question for you before, and I have addressed it already, and I think he's right. Just a moment. There was is a. I'm telling you the one of the. He's a Manchester United fan, although he's. I'm telling you the time till Eddie Howe is not sacked is difficult to stop players leaving. I think it's right.
See, I don't think I'll just add to that. I don't think sacking Eddie Howe will also stop players leaving, man.
Yeah,
That is
I
what
told
it
him that.
is. That is what it is nowadays. See, forget, I don't know how old of a fan he is. Forget having players like Alan Shearer. Forget having players like Paolo Maldini. Forget having players like old schools if he's a Manchester United fan. Those days are over. Absolutely over. You're definitely going to get transfers, man, because of these silly PSR and SCR rules and all those things. Forget about loyalty to clubs, because at the
Exactly.
end of the day, money talks. So Eddie Howe staying or going will have absolutely no impact on players staying and going. Players will leave. I keep telling everybody that my dream scenario with Bruno Guimarães is his contract runs out when he's 30 years old. Let him run down his contract and let him go to Real Madrid on a free transfer.
Yeah, that
That's
was
my
cherry
dream
on top.
scenario.
Yeah, so he go to a legendary club, not playing against us in
Let
the
him.
Premier League.
Exactly. I have absolutely no idea, or I have absolutely no thoughts about recouping money from Bruno Guimarães. Leave him on a free transfer. Let him go to Real Madrid. I mean, you have to. I accept that. And that is what it is. I mean, I'm somebody who accepts Isaac leaving. I mean, I'll be very frank. My mental state about Isaac leaving was when first the links started surfacing. I wanted him gone in the first 10 days. I wanted him gone before July 10th. Then he stayed. I mean, there was so much hangama going on, like so much PR work going on that he was interacting with the fellow players during preseason and all those things. So many videos were coming out. I was thinking, okay, so he's not leaving. Let him stay. And bloody hell, man, I wanted him to stay. I really wanted him to stay. And I was shell shocked to hear that he was leaving. I mean, you hear noises, but you don't believe it because it did not happen in the first 10 days. I mean, I keep telling my friends, I keep telling everybody in our group that if a player is linked with us for more than 48 hours, he's not going to come to our club. I mean, just look at the summer. I
Yeah,
mean, all the four players that we've been linked with for 48 hours, that's the 48 hours, they've been signed. So
yeah,
that's always been our transfer strategy when under the Saudi ownership. And for the first 10 days when Isaac didn't leave, I was actually pretty confident in my mind that he was not going to leave. See, I had no issues in leaving. But mentally, I was prepared for him to stay. And when he left at the last moment, it kind of felt very sour. And I believe that's what the entire fan base feels about Isaac.
so, what to expect next, brother? So, Osula promotion. First of all, William Osula get the number 10 shirt. So, it seems like he has a bigger role. And the last fag end of a season, he was trying to show something that he has something to offer because we are getting the best value out of him as of now 35, 40 million pounds. Or pounds or euros. I could be wrong. But time will tell if this is the best value for him now or he will grow as at least I think I have shared a screen with other fellow Premier League fans from other clubs. So what they try to tell me every time that Newcastle have a good eye on the talent, especially at the strike force. We bring a good strikers, so they try to always bring the Isaac name. They say Osula can be something like that stuff. Do you agree to that? And also just changes. Number 8 is now given to
Bamba.
Alaji Bamba. Alaji Bamba, the new signing. He looks solid. So yeah, the question. Do you think
Is it?
Shula?
I have to be. I just want to ask you guys, man. Have you guys watched Alaji Bamba? Because I have no clue.
Yeah,
He
I
is
have watched
such
him some
a
clips. His some clips. Yeah,
left field for me. I
Not
have no
much, not
idea.
much for me.
he's
But
not.
it is
He's not a final third guy, but he is defensively solid. Like he is solid as well. The best thing, which he's a team man. Moment he get the ball, he looks to forward the ball. He ranks one of the top last year. Featured a very less amount of matches, 18 to 20 matches, but among all those matches, he already ranked one of the top 5 or top 3 guys who looks to carry forward the ball, progress the ball. Moment he get the ball, he tried to put it through the teammates, and he has a big limbs, long levers. He tried to so he tried to create space around on half turns. He give a ball forward, but he cannot score. He has only one goal, I guess. So he's a raw product yet, but he's defensively solid. He's tall, so which is an identity of Newcastle United as of now. Like tall players, we have a good tall players, right?
Oh, yeah. How about this? The Ajax kid, the Sean Starr.
Yeah,
That's how you
I
pronounce
didn't
his name.
watch it. Everybody saying he looks solid. So yeah, I was going to ask you if you think like I think he would be starting. He would be a starter in our team. I think.
See, what very few clips that I've watched of him in the training videos. It is good, man. I mean, his game is all about feints,
this
and
40 minutes of 40 minutes of the Gateshead game that we saw. I think I for everything that I saw with Sean Stur, it was a very promising performance.
yeah, I
On the
mean,
podcast and everything that I saw, people were saying that he's performed well across 90, and I think he was one of the few guys that wasn't substituted during this match.
was it? Wow.
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
mean, yeah,
substituted.
the same thing. I didn't watch the match, but I have listened to I read some of the comments about Sean Store. I mean, everybody's pretty impressed. They're saying they did not expect him to be so physically fit.
Right,
They're
right,
saying
right.
that they all imagined Sean Store to be someone to be very fragile, and they were pleasantly surprised to see him carry himself. I mean, he did carry himself pretty well, I guess, against that team. So, who apparently it seems that they've had a longer preseason than us. So, she says a few words about how he's trying to adapt to the English game.
Mhm.
But it's good to hear that some of the new signings are actually doing pretty decent for us.
And I think we should go for this signing because we tried to get the other model last year, proven players with the players
Oh
everybody
man.
who was visible to most of the people. They didn't work out. So let's try this model and try to like merge. It would be nice if we would have like I hope Bruno stays, and we have an experience of Joe Linton, and then you try to mix the kids with those guys. But if Bruno leaves, we need some just a big figure in the team. So as Jamal Lassad's already left. So what do you think? What kind of profile we are missing? Or any target you would love, like, and which seems possible to you? That kind of player coming to the club. Both of you guys, like starting with the brother John.
Oh man. If you want to start with me, I would definitely say go for a good goalkeeper, man. Just go out there. I have no idea who's available right now, but we need a real goalkeeper, man. Oh, I can't imagine us starting the season with Nick Pope in goal because I have absolutely no confidence in what where we might end up with that guy. I have no idea who's available in the market though.
I think that
Any
Suzuki guy looks solid. Like what I have watched, that he looks very good goalkeeper. Like he would do the job, and especially when we're playing one game a week, it's a good time to indulge him. And I
mm,
have heard a very good things about Evan Jovan. I would have liked signed if we would have signed that guy, Robert Risse guy, who eventually went to a World Cup as well. But let's see if maybe the Jovan would be an answer to our problems in coming time. But maybe the Suzuki is good at the price we are looking at. And I don't know if any other goalkeepers are available. I didn't want Trafford to be honest because the price he's asking, it's not for the goalkeeper. It's not good.
More than the price, I think the contract clause that they have, the buyback that Man City is putting in, and I think that is what discouraged us from going ahead for the contract with James Trafford. So I think that is one major issue, and that is completely fine. We don't want this season James Trafford, let's say, performs for us and performs brilliantly,
And
and
then leaving.
Donnarumma wants to move from there, and then he leaves, goes back to Man City. We don't want such players definitely. So I think it is the clause that they were trying to put in that deterred us from the deal.
Uh, this is my speculation about the release clause or the buyback clause of Man City. It's like if at all they get hit by the fines of 115, there's a good chance that they'll get relegated. If that's the case, Donovan was going to pack his bag and leave. So
Yeah,
who's their favorite? So they'll have to find money, and they'll definitely buy or they'll go back to Trafford. But 60 million, man, Leeds made a really good deal out of it. I'm 100% sure.
There was one keeper I would have liked to be signed. Well, I would have liked that his last window he signed for us. I don't know how would you rate it. The Brentford goalkeeper Keller, we missed out on it. We would have got a very good
Oh
price, and he would do a very
yeah.
good job. Very good job.
Kelleher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kelleher is a very decent goalkeeper.
That is the
But I
ex-Liverpool goal.
was actually, yeah, I was actually surprised that we let him go in the first place.
yeah,
I mean,
and
he ticked
it was
all the boxes that Teddy was looking for. I mean, he had experience, he was young, he wanted to prove himself. And
and
bloody hell, he ended up with Aaron Ramsdale on loan. That
yeah,
was
and
the
we I think the signing price was 10-15 million, and we paid 5 million just for a loan fee. 15 million we could have got the permanent signing for Keller. And
exactly.
last season, I remember because I used to keep him always on the FPL team. He saved minimum 3 penalties. I remember 3 penalties last season. He saved three penalties in the game in Premier League.
Kanish, Kelleher is a pretty decent goalkeeper. The only reason why he was backup was because the guy ahead of us was Allison.
Yeah,
And man,
Alisson, yeah.
Allison is currently god of a goalkeeper. I keep saying, I mean, up until the start of last season, I would confidently say that Nick Pope was bettered only by Allison in the league. But my God, now there are 19 other goalkeepers better right now.
uh, I don't know what to say. We were linked with Bart Verbruggen. I don't think so. We will get him because why would he come leave Brighton and come to us? And there was a Flecken. We were linked. I don't know. Flecken would like to come to Newcastle.
I think Flecken already left, right? I mean, he's gone to Germany.
Yeah, I think he plays for Leverkusen. I guess now. Uh,
Oh, you did not
No.
hear about that player from Aston Villa who left a Champions League team to go to the supposedly best team in London.
Bro, that's money talking.
So Morgan Rogers left a Champions League club, Aston Villa, to go to Chelsea, which doesn't have any Europe. So people can come from Brighton to us as well. That is not a problem.
okay. So, brother Rachit, for you, any players you would like to come in or any position
Well,
you
I
have players
am.
you have in
I'm
mind?
still not sure. I'm still not sure about Elanga. And Jacob Murphy is, I think, he is one season and done. So right wing is somewhere you definitely need some solid support coming in. I don't think this is one thing I think John can talk about as well. I don't know why, but we haven't tried. Last season we did not try Osula from the right. We should have gone for it because it was right there. Elanga wasn't performing, Murphy wasn't performing, and honestly, most of the goals that Osula has scored and most of the runs that he makes as well, he comes and he bends from the right and comes into the box.
Cut
So that is
inside,
one
yeah.
thing that could have been tried, and
I
that
could
would give
answer that.
that would give us some space as well. That Osula comes in from the right, possibly Visa in up front, and right behind that, and number 10 we can have a Nick Voltamada.
See,
Maybe
uh,
best case scenario.
Rajat, I do agree with a lot of things that you just said right now, but there's a difference between starting Usula on the right and then Usula starting and then playing on the right. There's a subtle difference. See, just like you clearly mentioned it when you were saying that the way he bends his runs, that's the reason why he seems like he's a good player out on the right. See, the thing is, Usula is a relentless runner. He looks ambidextrous, I mean, he looks. I mean, some of the goals he's scored with his left foot are worldies, man. And
Yeah.
they say he's a right-footed guy. So he's a right-footed player, and some of the goals, man, he scored with his left foot, crazy. I mean, if he had some fan following like Zlatan Ibrahimovic or some even Arda Güler, my God, they would be hyping this guy up to another level. I mean, some of the goals are unbelievable. The only thing is, the guy identifies space. He is willing to run into it. He cuts in and he goes berserk. I mean, his confidence is off the roof, man. He doesn't think twice when there's an opening. I mean, the goal against Man United. I was like, before he shot, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Why is he not running towards the corner? Why is he not running towards the corner? And he cuts in, and bloody, he has the audacity to shoot. Until it went inside the net, I was like, thinking, why is he shooting? It's going out. Why is he shooting with his left foot? It's going out.
And he did twice. He did twice this season. The same thing. The
Yeah,
same
exactly.
exact thing against United. Like
Yeah,
what he did against United.
yeah, he does. He does. I mean, it's unbelievable what he does. The thing is, the best possible place to start Osula is the center. And I have, I have what I've seen of him playing with Voltamade is unbelievable. Voltamade is a player who needs guys running around him.
Yeah.
Right.
And Ozula, he runs. The only difference between him and Mickey Almiron in running.
You got the name. That is the name. I think all three of us had that in mind. Osula
The only
and
difference
Mickey
between
Almiron.
him and Miggy Almiron running is his runs seem so intelligent.
Yeah.
He
Right.
he he runs at breakneck speed. I mean, do you remember the goal against Man United when he received
Yeah.
the ball? I was 99% sure that he was going to tumble over.
Yeah, he was going to fall in that call.
Yeah. He
I
has a
was
long
I thought he was
strides.
going to tumble over,
He has
and
a
he
long
he
strides and he has a great pace. I think one of the fastest runs. So we have one of the fastest runners. Even Gordon left. Elanga is one of the fastest runners. Osula. So
yeah.
our top three will
See
look
the
nice.
Kanish, the difference between Ilanga, Miggy Almiron, and Osula is a simple fact that the way they utilizes space and runs into it.
Yeah.
That's where they're so different. Okay, so the thing is, Osula kind of finds out he's able to identify space. I mean, the master of identifying space in a very in a breakneck speed was Isaac. I mean, he was brilliant at it. I mean, I always keep saying that it's like somehow they are always found space between the D box and the 6 yard box. He always
Right.
found space there. Osula is not as good as Isaac, but he always finds space on the pitch and he runs into it and he's able to utilize it. The problem with Ilanga is he is not good at utilizing the space. He runs into the space, he receives the ball, and then I don't know what happens to him. I mean,
But
the final product is so poor with him.
the thing
Osula is
is,
different.
but with Elanga, you know what's crazy? He excelled at Nottingham. He has a season of 18 goals or GA something, 18 goals something. Uh, but
18 goal
how,
contributions, I think.
18
Newcastle.
goal contributions, like goal and assist all together.
Right.
But the way that time, how Nuno's Forest used to operate was they was used to sit back and he had like acres of space to run around. Like when you say, I,
Kanish, just watch the Camp Nou match, the
yeah,
7-2 defeat. Okay, it will seem like as if Ilanga was our best player.
yeah,
Purely because of the space that he got during that match.
yeah,
Purely because of the space that, I mean, that was what Nuno's Nottingham Forest was facing on a regular level. I mean, that was what they were doing on a regular basis. Everybody used to pin them down, they break and they score. That's where Elanga is the most useful. The problem is, even I'm not saying that he doesn't have the ability to find space. He does have the ability to find space, Elanga, but his decision making is so poor. Now the difference is the willingness of the difference between Osula and Inanga in the scenario is the willingness of Osula to take risks. He like say, fuck it, man, I'm going to come in, I'm going to shoot.
Yeah, I like the
Inanga
players.
doesn't do that.
The final third guys, the front center forwards, like first three players, the players will excel if you take a chance. If you don't shoot, if you don't shoot, you will not have the goals. Players who are not scared to take shots, okay, you take shot, it doesn't go, it's fine. The player who doesn't hesitate to take shots, for me, those are the one of the players who always
See,
excels, and other players who can always put the progressive passes. The guy we got, the Ladji Bamba, he is very solid in that. So we should go. For me, that's the best trait you have. And Osula do that. He doesn't hesitate to take the shot. If he has a space, he takes the shot. It doesn't go in or not, he doesn't care. Yeah. Sorry to bother you.
like,
You have one question.
I absolutely agree with what Amurika has to say here. I mean, he has only one thought in his head. That's the reason why he cannot be playing on the wings, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, that this is the question I was, and there's a second question on this. Osula isn't potentially good. He has had many issues about it.
See, tell me one human being who doesn't have issues about him, man. So forget
It is
him. I mean, utilize him to the
it is
best
not for him.
to the best
It is, I
situation.
think, for yeah. So sorry, John. It is not for him. I think it is for the manager to understand that and the manager to coach him. When you say position was an issue, you should have seen what Joe Linton was in front of the goal. He
Oh
was
yeah, absolutely.
positionally he was great, but then finishing was not. So everybody's got their pros, everybody's got their cons. I think it is for the team management. When you identified the player that he's worthy enough to be playing in my team, then whatever their errors or issues are, we have to iron off the edges and we have to make sure that it suits our system and it helps their performance.
100%. So the big question: does Bruno start this season as a captain or leaves with few weeks at the St James Park? Brother John again. Starting with you.
I have no idea, man. It'll be so sad to see him leave. I mean, we need some sort of communication from his end, and the lack of communication from his end is does not, fill me up with any sort of confidence. I keep saying, I mean, there were two players who were absolutely everything for us. One was Isaac and one was Bruno. And of those two, I always keep saying, I was always of the opinion that we could afford to lose Bruno, but we couldn't afford to lose Isaac. Now we lost Isaac. Uh, we had a very bad season. But right now we're in a situation where, you know, we cannot afford to lose Bruno, man. I don't know, but if at all Bruno leaves, who next? I've not seen anybody in our team who's good enough to take up his mantle. So it's going to be extremely shocking to see him leave. But stripping. I mean, he's not done anything wrong till now. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
responded, but he's not done anything wrong. So,
See,
what reason do we give to strip captaincy of him in the first place?
the
Or whoever.
reason that I think we still have what 29 days for the season to start. So anything that
Almost.
is going to happen with Bruno is going to happen before the season starts. So when we get to the point of being at St James Park, either he will be part of the team or if he's there part of the team, he will be there as a captain, or he won't be part of the team at all. He'll already be moved on. So that would answer the question where if he would be captain or not. Now, if he moves on, that is a question for both of you all. If he moves on, who do you think can be the captain in the team?
That's a tricky question. For me, I think
Bro,
goes.
the silence talks a lot. Silence is deafening, to be honest. I mean, there is absolutely no idea who's going to take up the mantle. Who else? I mean,
Joe Linton.
Danford.
Joe Linton,
Dan
Dan. Yeah.
Joe Linton, the issue is, see, generally you have a captain who goes and talks to the referee to calm him
Oh
down and to
man.
calm the player and push away. You put Joe Linton there, he himself will get carded and he'll definitely get the player red carded.
You know what the funny thing? I just read somewhere, and I think it's like I tried to cross check it. Joe Linton will get the yellow card; it's undenied. But there would be no day he will get a red card.
Yeah, he
Because
doesn't
in
get
his
a red
life,
card.
he never get a red card in his life yet. At least
Yeah.
if
Is it?
he
Yeah,
never
Joe
got a
Linton
red
he
never.
doesn't get red card.
No,
No, wait. He got a red card when he was playing for Brazil.
no. I'm
Yeah, but
saying
then
in England, in the Premier
that
League,
I think
for
was a
Newcastle, he
wrong
never get a
decision.
red card.
But for us, he hasn't got a red card yet.
He have never get a red card for Newcastle United.
Wow, that's impressive, right?
And
But there would be no day he will get yellow card. Yes, they would be, but they would be sure he will not get a red card. He have
Yeah.
mastered dark arts.
make him the captain, and then he'll get red card every match he plays. So
Well,
that is there.
see,
Dan Burn
I
cannot be a
actually,
captain as well, because if at all you don't want Dan Burn to start left back, because he's going to start Botman and Malik Chow in the middle. So if you don't want Dan Burn to start left back and you want Hall to be there, then Dan Burn won't be part of the team throughout. So he can be a club captain, but he won't be captain on the pitch at all times.
Nick Pope.
Yeah.
I don't know how you see Harvey Barnes, because I think he would be a starter now.
No, he would be a starter, definitely. I agree to that. But I have never seen Harvey Barnes to be the responsible or
Exactly. The captain
the
personality
captain guy.
he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. He just doesn't have
So
it.
the answer is the
Actually,
right answer is Jacob Murphy. Today he was holding a captain armband.
bro, you just read my mind. I was about to say that. The only guy who actually has the aura to be a captain is Jacob Murphy, man. I don't know how he carries it. He's full of it. He loves it, and he will take it up.
Yeah.
But then that is the thing with it is the same thing with Jacob Murphy and Dan Burn. Now Dan Burn can be an excellent captain, yes, but then his team and his position in the team is questionable. Similarly with Jacob Murphy as well. So I think within the team it keeps moving whoever's playing that day.
Should be. It would.
So yeah,
Or
I just need
Jacob
to know.
Jacob
There's an
Ramsey,
opinion that I want from you guys.
yeah, please.
What do you think about the right back position? I don't see Tino Livramento playing 38 matches this season. So, and we have absolutely zilch in backup. Do you think Eddie is going to trust Leo Shah?
Yeah, he has another player there. Don't you remember?
Oh yeah, I know, but I don't want to think about that.
Yeah. So I think that is there in Eddie's mind that if Livramento doesn't start, at least he's got Miley there, and then Leo Shahar as a backup. I think what we should do is we should try get Livramento fit by December. Give him 2-3 matches, make him sub him out somewhere around 70, 75 minutes, 65 minutes, so that he doesn't get injured. And January window, just sell him off, so that someday at least he's not injured in the transfer season, so that he can sell him off and eventually get a new right back to fill in.
Somebody pointed out the guy he's from Funard, the Giovanni Reid. He is the perfect answer to our problems, but I think he would be going Liverpool probably. Giovanni Reid, he plays for Funard. He's a perfect profile, what we need. There's one more guy, he plays for Dortmund, Ryerson, from Norway.
Oh, yeah. I mean, guys from Dortmund, no way they're going to end up at Newcastle. Man. I mean, he will have suitors somewhere else.
I don't know, let's say, but what you talk about this Bamba sign before we wrap up, we would be it's a nice stream. It's 1 hour and 14 minutes. Please, guys who are watching 6 to 7 watches here, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and we would be keep on coming back, and you can point out anything's needed to be changed. And Alaji Bamba is in black and white, and I would just share because somebody was asking about the fixtures, so I would just share the fixtures for the upcoming fixtures because he's new to football and he was fascinated that he wanted to watch Newcastle matches. So I just he just told me a couple of times like, please show me the fixtures. So
Sorry, I missed that. Who's that? Who's new to football?
there are a couple of guys, like there's a crick wall guy. He wants to
Okay. Because I thought he was a Newcastle supporter already.
No. He's maybe not new to football in that way, but to the club football. So the opener is on 21st of August. Champions Arsenal plays against Coventry City. So yeah, and the Saturday 22 August, Manchester United plays Hull City, Everton with Crystal Palace, Ipswich with Sunderland, Nottingham Forest with Leeds, Brentford with Tottenham, and this is the day when
we play Liverpool.
yes, the best match
Yeah,
of
you
the
don't.
first week.
I
First week
did
is
not know that.
at St James Park.
Yeah. So you will have Victor Munoz, you will have Alexander Isak, you'll have everybody there.
Oh, it's going to be a reunion party. Oh, nice.
They planned it well.
Not bad.
I think this is the best fixture of the game week one. I think the best fixture would be Newcastle
Yeah,
versus Liverpool at
of
St
course.
James Park.
Of course.
And
5 hours guaranteed.
Brighton and Aston Villa would be a good game as well. But this would be the poster match for the opening week.
For the opening week, yeah, definitely.
So, and if somebody wants to watch a specific matches of Newcastle, the guy was asking, let me tell you their schedules. Keep me moving.
That is the injury list. That is current injury list.
Okay, let me see.
Hey, wasn't Miley playing today?
No, there was his younger brother, I think Mason Miley. Yeah.
Mason Miley.
He played.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
Miley on the team sheet was Mason Miley.
Yeah, he wasn't. He was subbed on, I think, at 65 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So, okay.
Hey, how many of the new guys played today?
Well, how many of the new guys? I think Bamba wasn't there in the team. Bazumana Toure wasn't there in the team.
So this, I don't know if is visible to you guys. So Nave started as a striker. Barnes was there. Willock was there. Murphy was there.
Oh, this is today's match. Okay.
So
Right.
Sean Sir, Ramsey on double pivot, Luis Soler left back, Murphy, Alex Murphy, and Fabien Schär and Leo Sahar and Nick Pope in the goal. This is how it was.
I low-key like Alex Murphy as a player. I mean, he's pretty decent as a left back as well as a centre back. I just hope he gets good chances in our team. Also, what's with Willock? I mean, is he staying? Is he leaving? What's happening?
I think he should leave, and there's still the talks.
We all think he should leave, but we don't know. We all think he should leave, but anything? Any rumors?
Yeah, to Besiktas, there was a talks around him. There's a problem with the price. So Newcastle is asking north of 10 million, 10 to 15, and Besiktas is giving 6 to 10 for him.
Oh, okay. And
So
Willock is not pushing.
So yeah, for 10 to 12, I think it would be done. So Mason Miley came in at 69 minute, and Piwas came at 60. Ivan Juven came at 69 minute, so he started as well today. Not started, like he played as well. Matthias, I heard about this guy, Ferreira guy, last season.
I also heard about him. Didn't see him, but I also heard that he's nice.
And Sung Soo Park came at 77, and this Sanusi guy also came at 77.
I think I've heard good about all three of them. Sung Park, Trevin Sanusi, and Ferreira.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good opinions flying around about Sun Tzu Park.
I think this season we should keep him around the team, and he should at least make some sub performances in Premier League or maybe one of the companies.
Bloody hell, we play Spurs in the second match.
Yeah. So we have.
So what is this night? The fixture list out of nightmares.
Your first four, 5 fixtures are really difficult.
So after that, Spurs, we will play Bournemouth. Not easy at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Our
fuck.
derby.
Bro, we lose the first three matches. Trust me, he's getting sacked.
And then we play
Oh, this is
Leeds.
crazy.
Then we get Hull City.
At
So
least the fourth, fifth, and so just take it in this way. We lose the
and then
first three
after it
matches.
gets bit
Eddie
relaxed,
gets sacked.
we get Coventry
I
City,
mean,
new manager bounce. Coventry City.
Well,
yeah, exactly. I think that's the script right now. First
well,
three
hope,
matches, lose three
hopefully
in a row.
Pep
Eddie gets
Pep
sacked.
might have had enough rest until then.
Yeah,
Aston Villa, and then Crystal Palace, and then how it will go. And so, before we wrap up, this is how the fixture list looks like for Newcastle United. We would be keep on coming back. So before this, is any hopes, because we are playing on just one game a week? Any hope that week where we can finish? Do you think you have positive things about, because we know what is the reality, but any positive hopes from inside of you guys? If we finish with somewhere with the cup, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, or we finish some position in Premier League, the good positions.
I think right now the most positive thing that we can do is be hopeful that we at least finish in the top half of the table. Now it all depends beyond top half. It all depends on the transfers that we make between now and the end of the window. I top half right now is achievable as well as ambitious at the same time, depending on the way we navigate with the rest of the preseason matches. Because right now with Gateshead, what we saw again, it was a whole 20 players playing. So fair that identity doesn't show up. But then we'll have to identify in the first few matches, and the first few matches, the way we are lined up with Tottenham and with Liverpool and with all of them. तो वो थोड़ा सा complicated तो होने ही वाला है. It is going to be difficult. And as we say, it is going to be difficult for Eddie Howe because first three matches is difficult. Fourth match is what? Coventry and Hull
No,
or Leeds.
it's Leeds.
Leeds.
It's a Leeds. Then it's
So
Coventry.
if you lose first three, that'll be okay. But if you lose Leeds, that is the nail in the coffin where it gets closed because then you've lost to other three matches. You may there are chances that you may lose, but then losing to Leeds would be very critical for Eddie Howe. And once that happens, right now we have decent managers available in the market. So
Okay.
with the World Cup ending, there is a scope of nice people being available.
So there's not Karan. He's asking, are three of you Newcastle fan? Absolutely
oh,
yes. And
absolutely
all
yes.
those guys are.
For not Karan, I think I'll say we are not Sunderland fans.
Yeah. And how many fans you know, bro, in India of Newcastle? Okay, so those I'm from India. All of three are from India, but right now I'm not in India, and Rachit Bhai I know is in Mumbai. Brother John, are you in Kerala right now?
Cochin, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
from Kochi.
Okay, so yeah, we all are from India, and yeah, we are Newcastle fan. And the thing is, because people of my age doesn't know, because a lot of people told me when I was doing stream, did you fell off the bench or stool when you were a kid, so you decided to choose a Newcastle? But I told them, so what do you know of Newcastle today is not the same thing. Most of the people who know are fans of Newcastle, they would be from 90s, not from now.
Yeah.
Okay, so if somebody's picking it up now because they find something relevant, because I feel you don't choose the club chooses you, because I like the color. First of the best thing I liked from Newcastle was the colors, then the fans passion, and when I saw
Oh my.
when I saw St James Park, then I saw this is the team I would love to vouch for, because the atmosphere we create, the Geordie boys all there, like one of the best. I have a friend who lives in London. He's a Manchester United fan, but he told me he works kind of in the stadiums. He have worked in Old Trafford, he worked in Anfield, and he have visited many of the stadium. He told me everybody says Anfield is the best hostile stadium. He said that's a fake narrative. He said I have never seen a more hostile stadium than St James Park. Anfield is nothing.
Absolutely. But even the very reason, I mean, why I fell in love with Newcastle is because during the early era of real broadcast, the crowd was never muted. I mean, nowadays, only
Right.
a certain section or certain, if you quote the Roy Keane dialogue, famous dialogue. The prawn sandwich team or the prawn sandwich section of the crowd. That's where now all the mics are kept. During the early era broadcast of PL, you used to get the entire atmosphere of the stadium captured in your mic. And my God, St. James Park used to be unbelievable. I mean, you would sit down to watch matches just to hear the crowd roar. It
There
was
used to be
beautiful.
something like Premier League net busters that used to come on
Yeah.
ESPN back in the day,
Yes.
and the noise of the stadium. Now that you mentioned that, John, now it all comes back to me, and I can possibly hear the sound right now in my head.
Well, it
It was that
used to
loud.
be crazy. I mean, you want to get glimpses of that? Try watching the 6-1 defeat of Spurs in the 22-23 season. You kind of get the vibe, man. I mean, crowd is still going maybe 2 minutes after a certain goal. I mean, if you just observe Newcastle matches, the time it takes for the ball to get restarted or the ball to get kicked off after a goal, once Newcastle has scored a goal, must be the highest in the league. It takes a good 1 minute, maybe more, a good 1 minute or more for the ball to get restarted. Because
So
the crowd is going crazy, people lose track of time, the players are absolutely berserk and celebrating. I mean, this is not new. I mean, this is not something that this is in the blood of this club.
yeah.
I mean, Mike actually drained it. But this is what it is. This is what made all of us fall in love with this club in the first place. It's
Right?
absolutely brilliant. I mean, for many of us, it's a dream to visit the stadium and watch a match.
Yeah. So this is why I felt in love with the club, because when I saw the videos when they were people were protesting around when the takeover was about to take place. So this is how I got invested every day. Used to watch, oh, what's happening now? What's happening now? Then I get to know this is the best fan base I can see on internet. And then I saw the atmosphere. The stadium looks amazing, and the best thing, when the visiting fans are always made to sit up top, so they cannot cheer. so, so that was the best thing. And I would like to visit St James Park. If I would not have watched World Cup this year, I had a plans. I could have invested that money easily on my travel flights, and I've easily watched minimum 1 2 games. But this time, North America tried to rob everybody with the ticket prices. So I would just try to show them first 2 3 weeks. Sorry, before we wrap, I would wrap up in 2 3 minutes. I will not take a lot of time. So this is a game week 2, how it looks like. So if we look for our games, we would be playing Hotspurs, but the I think that's also a game to watch out in the game week 2, and I don't see any bigger matches there. Anything, if you can point it out, let me know. I think still the Chelsea and Brighton would be a nice match to watch out, like big match. Rest, I think.
Nothing as big as Tottenham and Newcastle, because we've been giving it up to them for at least past two
Ah,
three
yeah.
seasons. We've given it up a lot.
Yeah.
They've been our whipping boys, man.
Yeah.
We give it right
Oh,
at them. I mean, we
there's
enjoy
Arsenal.
playing Spurs.
So Arsenal game week 3 playing Chelsea. That would be the match to watch out. I think the poster match of the week. Arsenal playing against Chelsea. I think that, and Bournemouth Newcastle is a decent game, good enough to decide Eddie's fate. uh, then game week 4, City versus United. That would be the poster match, I guess. And we play against Leeds that week. Just I would be looking at just first 4 5 weeks, and then we will wrap up. And then it's Spurs versus Villa would be a nice match to watch out. And I think that's it about it. That would be the biggest match, I guess. And
Bro, matches at 9 a.m. for you in Canada, man. It is difficult.
yeah, that's
Okay,
it's very hard to follow up. But yeah, good thing sometimes it's on Saturday. So if you're not working out, because you sometimes if you do double jobs, that you cannot cover those games.
Right.
And if you're,
where in Canada are you?
I'm in Montreal now.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't think so. There's any bigger matches to talk about.
This
This would
this
be a big
this
match.
Villa versus us is a good match.
Yeah, yeah, Manzambi Derby. Manzambi and but what do you say about Aston Villa? They are getting players in because I think Emery is there. They have a Champions League, but they put the hand on a player and they get the player out right away.
I wouldn't say that, man. I mean, they rely a lot on people getting sold. So, I mean, this time they made a steal. I mean, Chelsea are absolutely crazy to quote 117, 116, 117 for Morgan Rogers. I mean, that was like crazy money. I mean, they know. I mean, Chelsea know that Villa have absolutely no negotiation space, and they just threw money at them, and they just took it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of how Villa run it. They only get things done because of a vast majority by Unai Emery's brilliance. I mean, irrespective of how much I hate Villa and whatever be the situation, you have to respect the fact that Emery is a very good manager of the situation. So I am pretty impressed by what he is churning out at Villa. And if it's always for me, it's always like the day Emery say I quit. I think Villa is done, man. They're cooked. I don't think anybody else is capable of taking up what or will be able to replicate what Emery has done at Villa. He's done an outstanding job. I mean, they have bled through the nose to give him what he wants, and he's okay with selling as long as they reinvest. And the success is actually because they trust Emery. They think that any player that Emery trusts is worth actually investing in.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. And the day he says, I mean, I'm pretty sure he is a visionary, man. He can smell trouble days before the trouble actually surfaces. So the day he says, I quit, I think Villa are screwed.
I think the similar name what you told just about this thing, like if there are some managers who give them player, they make them work around. There's one guy we missed out on it because we still had Eddie intact. I think it's Ireola. He's the guy. He is not hesitant to throw the players on the pitch. You give him guys, he will work around them. So that would be managed to watch out for the Liverpool. Let's see how he can handle that big job.
Mhm.
But
I'm actually looking forward to seeing how Raiola does at Liverpool, to be honest.
yeah,
I think where we are. I think he's got until December.
Me too, me too. I don't personally see him as a success in Liverpool, but I am
Exactly.
interested in seeing how
Yeah.
how he's going to
Hopefully he
perform
does
at
well,
Liverpool.
but then I don't want Liverpool to do well, and that is why he would have been. It's a lose-lose situation for him because I don't want Liverpool to win, and that is why he loses as well. Otherwise,
No,
he's a
because
decent manager who can do well in decent clubs.
I am my honest opinion is I don't think that he's going to do well there. I just want to see how he does there. If he does well, good for him, kudos man. But I'm not backing him to be a success there, to be honest.
okay. So just one question before we leave, and this time 100% we will be leaving out. Will not take your time. If Eddie leaves, any one name on your mind you want to sign right away, both of you guys.
Nagelsmann.
Yeah, same. Rachit bhai.
Go on. Sorry, I did not hear it. What?
Nagelsmann, Julian Nagelsmann.
Julian Nagelsmann, whenever you know my views for the past 3-4 times.
Yeah,
Nagelsmann, ही बोल
it's
रहा.
the same guy.
Player wise, I think I am Arda Güler.
No, I'm saying the manager.
As a manager wise, of course, Nagelsmann, and if not Nagelsmann, then Pep Guardiola. Both of them are available right now.
Well, I don't think so. Pep will take the job. Yeah, for me as
Well, I think he can. If he gets enough rest, I think he can. Because let's say we give 2 months to Eddie Howe to ruin it for himself. अगर वो होता है, I don't want Eddie to do it. I love Eddie Howe, but then if that happens, I think by October first week, I think Pep Guardiola should be ready to take the job again. Okay, he's performed well. He doesn't need so much rest.
I think for me, Nagelsmann is a shout, and it seems realistic as well because he's available as of now, and he looks like a man he can make other things work out. And I
See,
saw him on the
the
pitch. He's a proactive. He's not a reactive. The best thing I like, I need a proactive manager. He's not a proactive. Like I saw him live, so I don't know. That was only match I saw him. Like he is proactive. He's not reactive.
I
the grounds for speculation with regards to Nagelsmann is the fact that he has a very good relationship with Adidas. Newcastle has a very good relationship with Adidas. So, so who is the only guy associated with Nagelsmann right now? Adidas. And where are we with Adidas? Very good place. So,
Nagelsmann has good
adding
connections
adding
with
one and one is speculation.
Nagelsmann has good connections with Jolinton because he was his manager at Hoffenheim.
Oh, yeah.
Fabian Schär was there. Fabian Schär, Jolinton, Walter Mada. So there are his people in the team already.
Yeah.
So that should not be a difficult thing to adapt.
And he have the profiles. The players we have as of now.
Malik Chow.
Malik Chow.
Malik Chow is good, yeah.
Yeah, he have the profiles what he loves. He have the profile, the kind of profiles we like. He likes. We have more or less all kind of profiles in our team, like he likes. So yeah, I think it would be great. Let's see where it goes. But thank you so much, friends. 5 people watching. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you like this chat about Newcastle United. If you are surprised, not correct saying he's Liverpool fan. This side, by the way. Best of luck, mate. It would be the opener, Newcastle versus Liverpool at the St. James Park. Hope the best team wins, and which would be a Newcastle, I hope. And let's see. Thank you so much, guys. Please like and subscribe the channel if you have not yet. And see you until next time. How with the lads. And thank you so much, brother John. Nice to meet you. And Rachid Bhai, thank you so much. Please.
Always a pleasure. Always.
We will be coming back. And please put your ideas if something we are not doing right in the comments. Don't hesitate to do it, and we will keep on coming back. Thank you so much.